So I was just minding my business the other day. I was just doing some PvP legacy, as you do, grinding out some kills, getting better at PvP. One day, I came across this guy called Detective Parrot. He invited me to his SMP called the Spire SMP. And all it is the Bliss SMP, but you get the gem part, and while transferring it to his own SMP, changes it and makes it mildly worse. So as you do, I was like, yes, of course, I have to join this. Me being the pro Minecraft gamer that I am, I immediately got straight to work. I built 2 string dupers, and I started on a trading hall to get all the enchantments I needed. But this server had a funny plugin, which basically means that you have a villager, they have no cooldown, so you could use them infinitely. So getting gear was going to be pretty easy. However, getting these books required an unholy amount of time and way too many iron axes. However, in the end, I got my trading hall with all the books I needed, easy access to diamond armor, diamond tools, and honestly, everything. XP bottles, lapis, redstone, everything you need for PvP. I then decided to go to Nether and get myself a netherite upgrade, so I can upgrade all my diamond gear to netherite. Oh my, are you joking? Oh my gosh! Yeah, I would say it went pretty smoothly. I then needed diamonds, so I went on a mining session, got all the diamonds, upgraded my gear, and I was battle ready. The reason why I was so fast to get netherite was because I was invited to go to spawn by one of the admins with my teammate. The thing was, it was a trap. I knew it was a trap, but I thought I could fend them off because me and my insane PvP skills. However, the admin himself, they broke his own rules. It was you could only use a maximum of 8 ender pearls, and he used way more than that. And whenever I got him and his teammate down, because it was a 2v1, they just teleported away, healed up, and eventually they ran my armor down so low that they absolutely disrespected me, took all my gear, and left me with absolutely nothing. But I wasn't taking that kind of disrespect, so of course I had to bounce back. Okay, I'm gonna get to spawn, I'm gonna make a trap. And make a trap I did. I've seen one too many lifesteal videos. And there's one trap with the crafting tables, and I used fences. I don't know if they used fences, but it's what I did. And this trap was meant for Detective Parrot. I was going to try my best to get this guy to fall into this trap, but at the time, I didn't realize that he has the lightning gem. Basically means he doesn't take fall damage, so this trap wouldn't have worked for him anyways. So it never actually ended up getting used, but it was a learning experience. I had never made the trap before, so it was new, it was exciting, and it costed way too much wood. But then after all of that preparation, Parrot then sends me this message in the chat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy did not just do that. He asked me to help him jump his own team because they were annoying him. This guy has not played on servers. I can just tell. However, I saw this as an opportunity to get my hands on 3 sets of shut up netherite. So of course I was never going to say no. I didn't entirely trust him, so I was very cautious when approaching him to make sure he had nothing planned. Everything was fine though, and we ended up walking over to the coordinates of where his teammates were. The plan was he was going to bait them out. I was gonna say gain their trust, but he's already their teammate. But my job was to stand back and to not be seen and to only attack when I was told to attack. The issue being, I got a little bit too curious and I got a little bit too close. There was a glowing player. I was like, I wonder who that is. So I peeked, and then I ran away, and they saw me. So but I had to book it. I was not getting killed this early in the fight. The plan now was to run as far away as fast as I can. Now I was scared because one of the people that was chasing me had 5 gems, meaning he had a one-shot ability which could pierce through all of my armor. I was not waiting to find out if he could pierce through mine.
Come on and jump up in the air, jump without a care, jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short of joy, don't break us down again. You're still a one-up boy. So go on, straighten up your cap, let your toes begin to tap. This rhythm is a power.
So I thought I managed to shake everyone off. The only person that I think was still chasing me was the guy with the fire gem. But luckily I had speed 2 and my horse was very, very fast. And with speed 2, I was gone. There was no way they were catching up to me, even with Ender Pearls. Parrot gave me some coordinates and I started to make my way towards him. Because that's where he was gathering everyone. Turns out, the guy with the fire gem was still following me, but I didn't know. You can see on the minimap, it's a white dot. And if you've ever used Xera's minimap, that's a player. And I didn't see it. Anyways, I got to the village, ready to start the fight with Barrett's other teammates. Before realizing, you know, the other guy was still behind me. But that's whatever, it's fine. We were all fighting now. But the thing that I was most worried about would happen, it happened. That is the one-shot ability. And you may think that was it. The fight was lost. I died. I lost everything. But Parrot came in clutch and used his mace to absolutely demolish the guy who killed me, stealing his set of netherites, getting my set of netherites, and escaping without dying. So I actually managed to get everything back. I lost like only my pickaxe, which then I got a netherite one in return because that's the one that Parrot picked up. So I would call that like a huge success. Like that couldn't have gone better. I did die, but I kind of did contribute nothing to the fight. But let's be real here. If they didn't have the fire gem, they wouldn't have lived because you know Parrot had a mace. I can PvP. No, okay. I have been practicing. A lot. Many hours of practice have gone in. But the real test of endurance is going to be the end fight. So I rubbed my 3 brain cells together and I realized the best counter to the fire gem's ability to one-shot is totems. And so the server has a rule where you can only have 1 totem per fight. But yeah, I'm going to talk to Parrot, see if we can raise that. Because there is actually much of a counter to the fire gem. If you have the fire gem, you've just won every fight, hands down. You're not beating the guy with it because they can just hold a totem, bam, instantly kill you. You don't stand a chance. So I took the time to gather myself some totems for the raid. In the hopes that Parrot raised the limit, because if he doesn't, I'm not gonna last very long. In that one raid, I managed to get like 8 totems. So if he does raise the limit, we will actually stand a chance. And because we're teamed, of course, I'm gonna share some totems with him. See, it's kind of weird that we're teammates, considering the fact he killed me earlier. Okay.
No, for that, the tree shall burn.
Okay.
Right. The tree's not even burning.
You set me on fire. Let's just leave the boat. Yeah, I definitely didn't use recon, but I see over here. I smell it. I smell the portal room.
You got such a good smell.
Such a good sense of smell. 100%, definitely. All right. Here we
Yeah, I
go.
hear though.
Aha. My sense of smell is immaculate.
Right, in the portal room, have fun. Put in my hard portal. Bye.
All right, see you, man.